We're live. Welcome back for part 2 of what we're working on last week. So last week we made this stage layout, if it loads up. Been having problems getting this to work. But there it is. So we made this stage layout. Yeah. So we built this stage layout and capture. So this week we're gonna take this and we're gonna patch it into our lighting console, which is Magic Q. So let's dive in to this. So here we go. So the first thing we do is we start with a blank show file, as I have here. Then we're gonna go to patch, and then we'll go back to capture just to get the list of fixtures up. So they're all here. So here's the fixture list. That went out again. It's just this one video source. No, let's get back here then. It's working. Cool. So, what you can do is you go here. I take my list and I will sort my list and capture by fixture type, or I'll do it by the patch, which that's normally the best way to go. So go to the patch, and we're gonna get, for now, I'll show you how to patch a few things, and then I'll show you a quick way to do it. So get a patch. The first fixture that I want is these Mac Aurora PXLs. And they're at 89 channels. So we're going to go here. It's Martin. And they are here. We're going to go to type in the first few letters. Mac Aurora PXL. And then I have them in this extended 89 channel mode. So we'll click here. And then we'll go to patch it. And then we're going to go, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll do the first 5 will be 1. So in here, the syntax is number of heads at universe dash channels. So what you do is go 5 heads at universe 1 dash, and we'll start at 1, and I'll go there, and we can say yes to that. That just patches it into the visualizer. So that there now has patched in our first 5 lights. So if we go to here, you have your first 5 lights, and these are the different parts of the light, the elements and stuff. So we'll go back here to patch. Let's go to control, new. We'll start a blank shell, and I'll show you how to do this the easier way. So I'm going to go to here, live channels, what you want. I'm going to go back to patch. I'm going to go to Viz patch. So my Magic Q and my Chamsys are talking to each other. So what we'll do here is we'll click on this Viz patch, and we'll go to capture patch, and there is all of the lights. Now let's make sure that it got everything, because it had a issue here. Something about the X4 bars already in use. So let's see here. Did it patch any of those? No, it did. I need 3 of those. So normally that's a problem over in capture. So let's go back over here and make sure that it's all good. 325. Yes, it's there. Make sure nothing overlaps or anything. I don't see it there. So oh, I see what the issue is. Problem is, some of our stuff from last week didn't get put in the right channel mode. So let's go here. Let me see if I can bring this up. I'll show you what I mean. So if you look at the channel list, some of these are in 88, some of these are in 48. So I need to select them all. I'm going to go to design. I'm going to make sure that they're all in the higher channel mode. So get back to fixtures. I want them in single pixel 88 channels. So I'm going to design. I did not see that on this list here. It's probably supposed to be this one. Oh, I know why. Because, yeah, okay. That is right. Because I have the 20s and the 10s. So I might just need to take... That went away again. So what we'll do to fix that is let's take... Those did patch and those did patch. So we'll have to check it then and make sure that it came in right. So we'll start here at 801, and it's 29. It's 189, 177. So it's there. The last one should be 265 at universe 30. Yes, that's there. Okay. And then we're going to go to so we'll see if it's there. Still have this problem with the pre-vis not showing up in OBS. So let me see if I can't remedy that real quick. I had this problem the other week and I don't know what it did to even get it to work. It just worked. Oh, okay. Let's get back here because we're already behind. So we imported everything. So now what I would do is get back to layer 1. And now we have all of our lights here. So we need to organize this out some so we can make sense of everything. So what we'll do here is to make sure that this is on. Yep, it is. Cool. So we're gonna take and move a bunch of stuff around. So to move stuff around here in the groups window, you gotta move, click the item, and move. That's simple enough. I'm gonna move all my lights down here. I want this to go there. What I want to do is move these down here. Okay, so I moved a bunch of this around. So now what I would do is I have my wash, my spots, and my beams. And then I have the bars, okay? And then we have the JDCs, which is going to be this group. So let's move this around. All these other parts of the lights, I'll move them further down the screen in a minute. So this is the JDCs. Here are the strike bolts. And then the strike 2C arrays. So go there, Let's move all this. Here, there, okay. So now I'm gonna scroll down, pick up these, move these just down a little bit more. There you go. So this is all the main lights that we need. So what I'll do is I have settings that I need to import here. So I need to go. So okay, so I got everything patched, all the lights. We have our, so in this window we have our lights, which is the groups. We have our position window for all your moving heads, your colors, and then all of the gobos, strobes, beam effects, and controls. So now what we'll do is we'll go to execute window. This is where you can put stuff to quick grab things. So let's build out these real quick. I'm going to go to page 1. We're going to go here. We're going to go to view design. I'm going to go to set grid. So I do a 10 by 3. So this is for my play and pause buttons, the top 2 rows. And then I'll have buttons here to use for switching between the pages. And then we'll go to page 2, set grid size. So I need a 14 by 20. I need another 14 by 20. All these will be my color picker, busking picker, and some different things. Have some clocks and other stuff. So go here to set grid size. We need to go the same thing here. Need to check one thing. I think it's in here. I have a certain way that I mark up these, and I just need to remember how many pages I need to go. So give me 1 second to look that up. Okay, I'm back. Let's do this here. So this one needs to be a 20 by 22. So we'll rechange that to be a 20 by 22. There we go. 7 will be the same thing. A 20 by 22. So there's that. I'm not worried about page 8. Page 9 will be a it's going to be an 80 page. So we're going to do a 10 by 80. I think will make it work. Why is that invalid size? This is not letting me do this now. Why? I know. Okay, so it's going to be a 10 by 8. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's your 10. Cool. So this page is for my program keyboard, which I should have probably set up ahead of time. So what we'll do here, this won't apply to your show because you don't have these, but gotta import settings, yes. I want to go to, I have one here. I think it's this one here. And then this should import. Okay. So I have macros to fire up all my program keys since I don't have a full-size console. And right here they are. So let's copy these real quick. And dump them in here. So quickly rearrange these here. So it's program out. Get rid of the keys. That's fine. This to here, yes. Biz. Plot. Oh, no, this one's gonna get moved over. Remove copy. Okay. So this lines up group intensity effect. Position beam like 1, 2, 3, yes. Cool. So I see here. So my button should go here. So this in the middle should be open. So one of these is my record. So that's there. So I have things to duplicated. So we'll just remove that. Over here it should be include. So we're gonna remove this. This. And this. And then we're gonna remove control include. Let's see. Yep, they're already there. Then I don't need these. These can go away. So that should get that fixed up then. So we go to my output. Yep, cool. My patch, cool. So we're back to here. So there's all their executor setup then. So I use this page here. Where's it at? 9. With another program that takes these, and my program keyboard is assigned to this page with MIDI notes to each of these buttons. So that's how that works. We'll get back here then. Okay, so we have everything in here. So let's go back and see if this pre-vis works now. So I'm gonna make this, go to live view. Get back to pre-vis here. Let's go to capture. We'll go to live view. Okay, so I can tell right now that we have an issue. somewhere inside the patch because we have things that don't look right. So we'll get a patch. Let's go back through here and we'll just make sure that it copied over right. Sometimes there's issues, but most of the time it's reliable. This is a pretty good size setup, so now we're missing a lot of stuff. Okay, so we're gonna clear back to patch. Let's see here then. Let's start with, let's go back in here. So we get back to the patch. We'll go here and we'll see what's going on. So I'm in a different setup here, so it's hard for me to see my screen. That's all. So let me see here. Okay. So looks like it screwed a bunch of stuff up. I see. Yes, it did. So let me see if I can get out of this real quick without messing any of this up. So we're just gonna quit this. No, do not save changes. I'll load this back up. Everything's here, cool. So let me try this capture patch one more time. I'm gonna go here, capture patch. Used by, okay, so it'll give me an error message. But let me see if I fix my other problem. It did not. So we'll just have to manually fix this, so let's get out of here, back to plot. Let me see everything. So let's start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I need 172 of these. So let's just close this out and go here. So let's go to the Mac Aurora. Those didn't patch enough in. So 67 from what I needed. Yeah, never patched. So let's do this then. I need to add so let's get the calculator and figure that one out there. So that's 5. Need to go to patch. Choose this, the macro, extended mode. Wait, choose it. Martin. Go up. Martin. Let's go to macro, PLX. Extended mode. Yep, cool. Patch these. I need 5. is the 72 lights. So we should go up here and make sure we start at 101. So it didn't go. So the last fixture should be 172, which it does have here. Okay, so take these out. Remove those. So those should all be there. So we just gotta verify the patch. So it's 1 through 357. Each one should end up in 357, so it should have that. That one's good. So that's the downstage truss. The last one of those ends in 590. Which is not right. Yes, that's right. Then it picks up at 8. Ends up in 357, yes. 1, 357 at universe 9, yep. Cool, so these look to be all patched right. The last one is 20-90. Yep, it is, cool. So that's not a issue there. So go to the I don't know why this looks off. Oh, it looks fine, yeah. So we're going to go to the Forte, and we'll check these real quick. As I scroll down through my list, the first one starts at 179. The last one ends up at 313,255. Yeah, so it ends up as 13,255. 56 channels. Yes. So that looks right. And then we'll go to the pointy. Something's not patched right. So if I have to, I'll restart this over. And it's just something didn't patch right. $21, and the last one's 24,430. This one, 24,430. So those are all good. So what are we having a problem with here? Something in my 3D thing's not showing up right. So I might just have to restart this. Let's see, go back here, gotta locate these. I can always check my other setting in. Now see, my problem is not that, it's something else. So let's close this down. Yeah, I didn't really change anything there. Make sure my thing's set up here. Okay. So I don't know what light this is. I have a fixture that's just not responding right. So let's do this then. Let's go clear. Let's take all this out of here. Let me close out of capture first. Go to patch all. plates. Let me just try this one more time here. If this don't work, then we'll show you guys how to manually patch everything, which I don't want to do, but it's what it is. Okay, so it's there. We're on the network together. It shows on it. So we go back here, capture patch. So it's still already having a problem. So let's get out of this. Yes. If we don't get out of capture first, then we'll unpatch stuff and do funny things that we don't want it to do. I guess try this way. We go to patch. We go to choose heads, Martin, Macarora, PLX, this, and we said we needed I did it again. Yes, it did do it again. So I have to go here. Control all patch 1.1. This didn't go right. Let's have a patch problem here, so I'll fix this real quick. I'll be back in a minute here. Let's get a logo. Okay, I'm back. Ended up just taking and repatching the whole thing. Something happened, and there we go. Now we're back. Okay. So I got it all fixed up so it works now. So we have all of our lights. Let's go here and see if this is going to work. Let's go to this. Actually, we'll go here. Yeah, that's not the page I picked on. Let's get here. So here we have all of our lights that we had before. So let's see here then. There's all those. Look pretty good. And we're going to go to clear this. We're going to go back here and go locate these. So these do I have? Nope, I don't have any of those. I don't have any of those. So what did we do wrong here? It should have lights there. Oh, you know what? There it is. Grandmaster was down. Okay, so we go back here. Mac Auroras. So here's all the Mac Auroras. So they look good. We can go to upstage and look like that. Cool. So we go here. One and clear. Fade those down. Here's all these. Those look good. Our pointies. We can put them in a color. There we go. So we go up like that. That looks good. Clear that down. Locate these are. Let's do both of these together. So we'll shift click. And go to locate. There it is. And this will just tilt forward. There's all of our bar lights. And you can do a color. They look good. Cool, so we'll do that. We'll check the JDCs. They look good. Their color works. Cool. We got these, which are bright. That's good. Those are full or strike 2 arrays. There's all these then too. Yeah, cool. So that's that. So let's go here, clear. So now what I'll do, since I confirmed all my fixtures work, let's get back to Magic Q, is I would take and build even odd groups and stuff for all my fixtures. So what we'll do here is I have a macro for this, but you can do it manually. Push the even odd button, click and record. But I'm going to use my macro here. So we'll go here. And this will go through and make all the even odds for the first few rows, because these other lights are not in there. So we'll go here, even odd. Like so, we'll go here. Let's make these groups real quick. Cool. So that's all my even odd groups made. So we got that. So go to here. And we go to, so all that's built. So let's take and build our different things out here. So for today, I'm going to rename this as wash. Let's just call this spots. I'll call this beans. Then we'll get there. Cool. So something like that works out good. So we got our wash lights are working there. So let's go So my thing's not working right. There it is. So there it is. So here's our visualizer up in the corner. So let's go here and make this full screen. So we have everything there working. So now what I'll do is I'll go pick my wash fixtures and we will take and start making our base positions. So what I want to do is group these into different groups. So let's do that first. So let's go here. Let's take I'm going to set up 101. So all these are going to go down to here. So we go 101 through 122. So we'll type in here 101 through to 122 and now select that. We'll rect this and call this my downstage wash. We'll pick a tile and there it is. So maybe we'll move these down just a little bit, something like that. Downstage wash, and then we'll go here. This will be our upstage wash. Will be 123 through 140. So we'll go 123 through 140. Add that. Oh, I can record that. We'll call that upstage. We'll use the set button to name that. And then I will take and we can break all these other ones down. So 141 through to 148. Let's go 141 through the 148. So I'm just going to make a bunch of these real quick. So 149, this would be the next group, through 156. So 149 through to 156. These are the groups for the lights on the different segments of truss that we got. Which that doesn't look right either. Did it go there? Did it go there? Cool. Okay, then we're gonna get the next group. It's 157 through 164. So 157 through 164. So I'll take and just group these lights out, and then we got one more group here to get 165 through to 172. Cool. So here's our different ones. So let's label these SR1, SRC1, SLC1, and then SL. We'll call it stage end. Something like that. So we have all of our parts of the truss now broken up. So you have the left, the right. Let's see. So they're in stage position. So they go from left to right when you look at it from the stage. So I go here. I'll pick all these groups and we'll make it a. Let's call it fingers. So all. I'll make a group for that. Cool. So then we go here. This is our all the fingers. So we go here and we go to. See, my highlight mode's not set up right. No. So we'll go to here. I use highlight mode for going through and doing my focusing. So we'll go to setup. We'll go to mode. Let's see here. Highlight mode. Highlight mode. Yeah, that's what I want. Let's do this. Go here, and we'll go to this. We gotta locate. Cool. So we can scroll through those like so. Let's go to the previous screen then. Yeah, see, so you can see here. I can scroll through those with the next head. Or if you're got a console with buttons, you can do the highlight button, which puts it into that mode. And you can just toggle through with the single button. And I'll jump to the next fixture down the line, like so. Okay. So we go to here. Let's get out of this. Go to all. We're gonna go to this and clear those. So that's good. So let's organize up our group window again. So we can go down here and let's take. Just keep moving things down the list. Okay. So we'll take this. Let's move these three. It's gonna actually be these four. Copy. Let's get a clear on that. I'm gonna go boom, boom, boom. Move this. Here, so this is my fingers. We're gonna go boom. Do that. Do this with the move, and we'll just use my keyboard here. Stage that, move this to this. Cool. So there's all our parts. So we got this. So let's move this group already here. So we have our downstage, our upstage, and our fingers. So now go back to Magic Q. And we'll go to the spots and do the same thing. So these are just going to be upstage, downstage. So we'll go back to our patch list here and we'll say, so the fortes, right? Yes. So the first one's 201 through the 214. Yes. So I'm going to go 201 through the 214. I'm going to go to add, select, record. Call this my downstage spots. And we'll record that here. We're gonna clear that. And we'll go 215. Yeah. 215 to 232. So we'll do the same thing. 215 through 232 at I just did that. That's fine. I'll call this my There we go. So now I'll go through here, confirm that I have these. So start with the upstage. We'll tilt them. That looks right. Cool. Go to my highlight. Cool. So I got those. I got the upstage spots. Those are fine. Our downstage spots, they work. Cool. So we got all that. Go to the beams, which are on the rows. So those I'm not gonna make a group just for those because that's the only light on that. So that's fine. We can go singles and highlight. Yeah, cool. So that works. So let's go back here and clear this. So everything there is good. So let me see what's going on here. Something's dinging me. Okay. So we got all that. Let's see what's happening here. So let's check and see what's happening.
So they're trying to pump out the old kit. We're in the middle of building a nice big assembly table for the shop.
Let me this again back. So what we'll do here is let me go in here and fix my damn touchscreen real quick. Cool, that fixed it. I have a problem with these touchscreens. It's a Windows thing. They have issues, but they work great. So we get back to what we're doing. So we built this. We have our beams. Are fine. These bars. So let's see if we can take both bars and we'll make a group for those. We'll wreck that. We'll call it all bars. And we'll record and save it here. Let's go here then. Okay. Let's see if these are in the right order. We got a highlight, single. They're not. Okay, so to fix that, what we'll do is we'll go back to our patch list. We'll see our bars start at, it's 801 through 825. So we're going to go 801 through 825 at, and we'll record that to there. So now they should be in the right location. Locate, we get a highlight, we get a single. There you go. Now they're down the line properly. So what you can do, it's got like a 2-star fade to red. You should have went there, man. I'm in highlight mode, that's why. There we go. So those did work. Go here, and we'll go to here. I'm gonna tilt these down. Cool. So this worked. So let's go to 1 clear. So let's say we got it all working now. So let's go here. We built some of our groups. We'll go to here. Let's go to the washes, locate. I just want to do the downstage. So let's go downstage, locate. And we'll go back to my full screen preview. So now what we'll do is go here and we'll make our positions for the wash. So what I normally do is go and I'll take them and I'll tilt them up. Tip them up like that so they go up that way. And then I'll go in here and I'll do them for stage positions. So we're going to start here and we'll just make them all go this one direction. It's going to be our stage right position. We'll essentially do this for all of our lights that are up above. So I'll do this for all the next light. We'll tip it on upstage and bring it over. And you could do endless amount of things. You could go here and I took a rig last summer and I patched or made groups for different parts. So I broke up the rig in the 3s or 4s. And that worked out pretty good. Because I could just, I only had wash lights in my downstage, so I could use that to pick up specials on stage. We'll scroll this over here. Do this one. Do that one. We'll just bring it back around like that and tilt it down. We'll spin this one over and do the same thing. We'll do another one. I record all these onto this one group, but I'm just gonna break them up and do them by section. It's easier to see what lights where. So do here. X light. So we get a pre-vis here. Need this one. Cool. And so there's that. And we'll go to all. We gotta record. Let's call this. Let's just put it there. Let's go to clear. Let's go to back here. Let's just record a blank position. Call this my wash. Just to use it as a name placeholder. There you go. Cool. So this is gonna be my stage, right? Let's call it a stage right. Set. I'm gonna go here and we'll build this up at full. Let's go to at full. That's up. Clear. So there's that. We'll go to this at full. Go to stage right. Cool. So there's our stage right look. We'll take this. Let's see if we can move these over here. Something like that. I'm gonna go to highlight singles. Now we'll just refocus these. This will be our center stage. We'll just kind of focus these roughly for now. Do something like that. Something like that. Do something like that. Okay. So that's gonna be that. Wreck this. And we'll go boom. Cause my center stage. So there's that. So now we'll take the center stage and we'll take it the other way. So I'll show you this one here. Go to my pre-vis. So as you can see, they're not quite there. So we'll go to single and we'll pick them. Move it down. Move that light down to there, and we'll go. I'll show you. This will look better here in a minute when I get to the actual spots. Some of the lights will go to like a blue low light, is what they call it. These washes must not have that value set up in them. So we'll just work with it for now. essentially it's going to do this, we'll do this, we'll head it up there. Let's go down 3 each. I started this from blank. Normally I'll come in with a template show file and I'll patch everything and then I already have these names made. I just have to adjust the positions based upon the new fixtures. So go here. It's good. No, stop. Cool. So let's just call that, and let's give me stage left. Okay, that's good. So there's that. Let's say that's good for now. We'll go to spots. We got to add full. Okay, so let's just do the downstage, just for demonstration sakes. We'll go here. We'll go to positions. We'll tilt these upstage. So you can see the line stays like okay, and then we'll just make sure. Okay, so these lights have blades in them, so the default's not set up right. So I'll show you here in Magic Q. So they added this in back over this summer. I really like this feature. So lights that have blades or framing shutters. If you're in this view, you click on your spots. You can click here on where it says go to your beam page and go to view blades at the top, and then this will show you the blades that are in the light fixture, like so. You can grab them, drag them around, do your different things with them. You can rotate this view. You can rotate this view around so that they orientate with how the light actually is. If you had your lights hung in different positions, so you can go here, slide them in and out, whatever. So we're gonna go here. You can do different things. If you go to page 2 of this page, you can get all your tilt, your pan, and your position controls. And you can do all your focusing here. One page. Narrow, wide, whatever you need. You can even master rotate the whole thing inside. So we're gonna go back here, bring this around, something like that. Let's say we go here and we'll just zero the blades out. Cool. So that's gonna get us that. So we'll go back here then to layout 1. And then we'll go highlight these. Okay, so I have that problem again. When I highlight, they go to like a square, odd shape. So let's see if we go to here. That's the problem in the head. So let's go to our patch. We'll go to the patch, we'll go to the forte, and we'll go, right, yeah. I'm gonna go to edit head. I'm gonna go to view range. And inside here, let's see, default, here it is. Go to channels, we can see the default. So this is all the channels for the head. So we want to go up in here and set all of our framing shutters. Here they are. We want to take and set all these to 255. Just select these, will go 255. And 255, that's that. The default should be, just go to 255. Actually, that one, so I need to actually get back here. Let's go view general. So I want that the default. So let me see if I put out of this stop share. Yes, real quick. Open this back up. Get it back to patch. Go to here. Go to here. Go to edit head. View channel. Okay, cool. So I think I got it back. Nope, it didn't. So let's go. I want this to default back, so I didn't save that. But if I go to here now, to our spots, we use this. These are not right now because it did the wrong thing. Okay. So go to here. Now, okay. So the blades are there. So they should be at 0. So go back to setup. Go back to patch. Pick our forte. And choose our head. Let's see here. Go probably do it this way. Go to here. We go to edit head. We're gonna take see if that fixes it. I'm gonna go back here then. So now if I go to beams and we go to locate, so those are fine. Go to the spots, go to locate. So those did not go there. Let's go back to patch. Let's go to the forte. Let's go to here. Go to choose head. It's a rip A. Go to R. We're gonna go to the S for forte. H or eyes. Robin, TXL, Painties, Spikies, Footsies now. The I-beams, I-forte. So here they are. I think it's these. Pointies. So this is forte. I see. Go here, choose head. Rebe. This is forte. That's got to be what they are here in capture. I mean in Chamsys. No, they're right here. I, spikes, fusion, wash, blinders, pointy. Eye bolts, eye bars. I don't see it here. It must be this here then. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to the forte. I'm gonna go to 54. Okay, so that's not it. So where are these at here? I'm not seeing these on my list. BF now, they're not there. I'm not seeing these here anywhere. Let me see if I type in F. Oh shit. I need my power cord for the computer. That's just not cool. Let me see what these are over here. They are IO Forte at 56 channels. So it's just a naming conflict. So it is these down here. What I was gonna do is try and just clone these to fix the problem. But here they are. I got it. But then let's go here and go to clone head. Yes. Everything's fine. Oh, we gotta clear programmer first. Pick this all, and now we're gonna clone these. Yes. Done. So now if we go back to here and go to this, we go to spots and we go to OKDs. These are these. Why are these not working? working right. So it picked up on that I changed. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so we'll have to go here. We'll have to go back to edit head. This is something in the default, so let's see if I can just have the framing 55. See what that does now. If that fixed my problem. No, it did not. View blades are not right. Zero this out. So it's something in the default with the head file. I was trying to adjust it here so that this would default properly. So I have to see, probably look up the fixture list here. Let's see here. Let's mess this one up here. The default's 255. Let's see if we get a 0 and 0 that out. Let's put these on like a 0. Then let's go to clear. Let's go to save as. Just make this a 2 again. Locate. I want to go back to here and go locate. It's not working, but that is. So I thought I could fix this real quick, and it's not proving to do its thing. But that's what you do. You go into here. You would edit your head. You can adjust these values for different things to be the default. So let me go get the manual for that. I just need to know where the value is for it to be open. So we'll go over here. I get it on the iPad real quick. It's just where's the manual here? I just need the DMX chart. Framing shutter to default values 0. Movement swivels 128. So we should take just trying to find this here. I got the thing up. Okay, so it looks like it's here, so the framing shutter, it's 0. So we're gonna go back. And make the defaults this. So it looks like I want it to be Framing, shutter, movement, rotation. So it looks like the default needs to be 128 as it wants them all to be at. The swivel should be 128. Sorry, I gotta fix this up real quick here. Trying to fix this so that this looks right here. So jump there, jump there, jump there. There it is. That's what it should be. If we go back here, pick spots, so locate. So this is not locate, so the locate value is off. 0, 0, 32. So go back to setups. Go to my patch. Go to my view head, edit head here. So they want it to be 32. I think that's where I need that to be, and then I'm gonna go here. Let's see if I fix that up now. Okay, go to locate, go to clear. Select. Go to here, go to here. So these are not locating right. So go back to setup. So go back to patch. I need to make the values the same for everything else. So I went down a rabbit hole, which is whatever. Edit this. So I want to go. It used to be 128. I'm just gonna put these values in here. Pick this, see if this is working right. It's not working right. But look at that for what it does. So that's fun. So I fixed that. Let's go back here. We are locating. Those are fine. Go to my beams and locate. Those are good. Cool. So everything else works fine. We didn't mess anything up. Cool. So I fixed the default value. So when I go to here, to the spots, now we can go back to here. Go to this. Okay, so those work right. So we go now down to my downstage spots up at 4. There it is. And what I want to do is go to you guys back here for this one. It was just a bump the values. Okay, so let's put you guys back up here. The pre-vis. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is take this and we'll go these spots, highlight. Cool. So those are fixtures. Okay, so these are not in the proper order either. So this, I'm just gonna go here and go singles. Yeah. So this did not get put in a proper group order. So we'll get back here. Let's see the fortes. They started at 201. The last one was 232. So it's a problem in here. So we go to patch, we go to Fortes, 201. I'm just gonna make these 201. Boom. There's that. We could test head real quick here and make sure that this is right. It is now. Cool. So just a head number order was out of place. So we go back here. We'll pick this top one. Wow, I see. There's more of these than what there should have been. Why is that? I have no idea. Let's get a 201. There it is. So that should be good now. So now we go back here. Get my downstage up at full. We go to singles, highlight, and this should just. Okay, so this is not right. So now what we're gonna do is go back here. Let's make sure that we get all these in the right order then. So we go 201 to 232. 201 through 232, add that. It's just when I imported everything, there we go, so that's there. So that's going to be 201 through 214, add that, and we'll wreck that. Then my downstage, boom. We'll do the same thing for the upstage. It'll be 215 through 232, 215 through 232, add that. Make sure these are right. Yes, something's wrong here. I have 64 of those and I shouldn't have that many. I should have 32, so 232 is here. Let me see this. 232. Yes. So it should be 1 through 232. So the rest of these are all not needed. Yeah, so the rest of those are not needed. So if we go here and we pick these, for some reason I ended up with extra fixtures, so we're going to remove these, yes. That's fine, remove that. Boom, boom. Okay, so we resized up this. This is going to go to test head. Okay, so we're going to go to clear layout. So we go back here. Okay, so now our spots should be good. Upstage, downstage, cool. So they're not. Okay, so now we're going to go back here to where we're working originally. We go here. We can make up our positions for these then. So we're going to go to highlight, singles, and we go boom. Let's take this. That's there. That's that one. We'll do the same thing. We'll do left, center, right. You can make whatever positions you need. I do everything by groups of lights. So we go here, go to next. I'm gonna make a part 3 and we'll go on the like setting the rest up then. And I might just take this and load this into my template show. to save us some time in the next one. Go here. Go there. We'll go over there. Too far. I have an issue with my console, so I need to get it sent out for service too. It just needs some new encoders. It's an older PC wing. Swing this over this way. Tip it up. We'll pan it over. Next one, we'll tip it up. I'll pan it over that way. Next light, tip it up. Pan it over. We'll tip it up more. There's that. Next one. Okay, then we'll put this over here like so. And then we got it all. So there's that. So there's our spot. Let's call this SV stage, right? Let's pick a tile and we'll go here and we'll see. We'll take this and we'll pan these this way over. So this is not right. There, so we'll go center. Let's tip these up. Let's see if I can do this real quick. Get odd even. That's what we'll do. So we can do the fan mode. We'll do fan. Was Phantomin like this? I call that my center look. And then we'll do this. We'll get rid of fan, this, center, these back. We'll do the same thing here. We'll just take them over this way. Okay, and we'll get a single highlight and we'll just quickly set these up to go here. Okay, let's quickly focus these. Cool, I'm good with that. We'll go to here. Obviously, I'd get them more tighter than that, but this is just a demonstration purpose. So go here, I'll go to spots, stage left. Cool. So we have this, there's all of our looks, and they look good. Like that. So, that's those. Let's go here. We could do the same thing. We'll do the beams and we'll just refresh this. So we go up here, add full. We'll turn those on. Now do the same thing here with these lights. Take them and make a bunch of positions and stuff. So we go back to positions and we can go here. Let's say tip it up like that. So let's don't make all these stage positions for this real quick. Just clear this. Let's go to beam. So let's see what these can do. We're going to appear to have full. Let's say we position these and we tilt these up and hit these out like in the audience. We'll go to fan. We could do something like that. We could do something like that, and that's call that like a blind. I'll mark it as beam. So what that position's for. Correct this and here. Something like that. So we have our position there. So let's scroll down here. I'd take this. I'd move this over to here. So we have our kind of build these up and give them a few squares between. So we can make a bunch of positions for different things. So there's that. You get your beams. Do the color. So we can do that. If we go back here to these, we'll center these up and we'll got a fan mode and we'll tilt them back up. Let's go to fan. Let's go to 2 parts. We'll call this like a beam XX. We're gonna take and we're gonna move you to here. It's our audience, our beams. And then what else do we need? Let's do one more. And then we'll have some basic looks here. That's our 2 parts. Let's go to fan. Let's do 4 parts. Let's just do something like that. Let's call that. Let's just do 4 part. I like that. So that looks fun. We'll get out of this mode. So what you can do is there's the positions then. And then we go through and you can check these gobos. I'd focus these in, build all the values and different things. And then that about would wrap that up for getting the rig patched in and making sure that it's all good. Let's see, I would go here. Then I go here. That's it. I just go through these real quick. We go to focus. I'm gonna use these lights mostly as a beam, but we'll focus the gobo there. So something like that. I'll merge that into there. We'll merge this one into there. And you obviously would go through and do all your different gobos, do some focusing, store them, do what you want to do with those. That's what I do. You go here, make it sharp, break it. I got my record options set up so go there. Okay. Yeah, you could do all these different looks. These have a lot of different things. They got beam reducers in them. So there's all that. So now what we'll do is go to 2 clear. We'll clear those down. They'll fade out nice. And we'll go to the X. Just to get all the bars. And let's just take these. Let's take and let's tilt them. Let's do an up. Let's go up bar. These are just bar lights, so we'll just do some basic looks. Let's go down. Then let's take it way down. Something like that. So there's those. Let's say we got those. And then let's go to these, and we can do the same thing. I like that, it's okay. So let's call that there. We're just gonna take and tilt these up like that. Let's call that blind. Let's bring there's some looks for those. That's those. You could go, and nothing else is moving ahead there. So there's all that. So let's say you wanted to go here, and there's that. So cool. Everything we need is set up now. So I don't like the way the bar lights auto face up. So we'll go here to patch. Let's go to these. Let's locate. Let's go to patch. Let's go to my bar 20s. This. We'll edit this head. So I'm gonna go look at what our tilt's set to. It's set here, so I wanna go maybe 0. And then save head. Okay, so that's the wrong direction. So we're going to go back to patch, go back to here, go to edit head, and we're going to go 255. Enter, and we'll go to save head. Go back to here. Back to here. Okay, there it is. So, I wanted the face outwards by default. So there they are. We'll get the other ones too. We're gonna go to our bar 10s, this, edit head. This can be 255, enter. And we'll save, yes. Cool. So you can save or you can save as. If you save as, let's say you change a bunch of settings, you can make that your own fixture profile, which I'm not going to do that right now. For this, we just need to make it like that. like that for default. So there's that. Cool. So now what we'll do is I'll go back to my executor page, which is here. Go to pre-design. So I'm gonna go back at the page 1. I'm gonna go here and on the bottom. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to assign specials. I'm gonna go executor page 1. There's our button. Cool. Assign specials again. This is how I lay things out. And there's that. So assign special this should be 3. 4. So I'm gonna do it's 5. Here's 6. Okay, cool. Got this. That one. So there would be that. We would have your pages there. I'll do one more. And then we'll go page number. What is 7? I do 8 pages normally. Then I have a next and preview button, but I'm not worried about that right now. Okay, so for this first page, what we'll do is we'll go to clear. Let's make an all fixture group with only the lights that I want. Let's do this and this with the bars. I don't want any. These are all specials, so it's gonna be there. Up at full. Cool. Let's record this. Call this my all. It didn't save it. So it's gonna be shift click. There it is. So it didn't go right. So 1, 2. Right. All meters. Boom. There it is. Now we should have it all. This be all the mirrors. Cool. We'll go to red. Cool. So what I do then is on this first executor page is I take and program each of these squares. So I'll go to red. We'll just dump these and I'll come back and name them later. Yellow. Let's go to red. RGB first. Do my cyan, magenta, yellow. So we do it something like that. And then these, I'm gonna make these flash buttons. Go to flash. Then, oh, my console, my play buttons are now looking at the first 10 buttons. So I got that. And then I would break the rig up into a left and right, even and odd, that I can bump. There might not be the whole rig, but I'll do parts with that. And then down here, let's say we take on my other row, I'm going to go to the JDCs. Let's just go to view. Let's go to add effect, intensity effect. Let's do dimmer chase. Let's do include elements. Let's go to this. Let's go to back to here. These. Let's just take and put these into this mode. So you can see we got our effect going. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be more. So we'll go to my program. We go to VO effect. We'll make this like 0.2, so that's really fast. And then we might go here and take the size down to like 10. Let's put it back up at 100 so it's full brightness. We'll bring the X fade down to 20. And then we'll go parts, let's go 2 parts. You see they strobe that way. Let's go to 0 parts. It's gonna go that. Let's go to my direction. Let's go to center out. So, and we can call that that. Let's say we put that here. And then that's gonna be my look for that. So we'll make that a flash button as well. So let's go. So we get it up here. Cool. So what I did is I made my buttons here. So you can see the rig, the whole rig will flash the different colors. Like so. I got this is the strobes. And then I go back here and let's get some strike bolts up. So let's go here. Let's see, let's do the strike to arrays. Let's add effect, intensity, dimmer chase. And they're just gonna play that. Okay, so yeah, so they're just gonna play left to right, like so. I can go here, make it faster. That's what I always would do. Then I have a size and speed master, which we'll get into that in the next one. What X fade these? Let's go to 20. This is more like that. You could go 0. I can make this like a 3-second. I'll go through them slow like that. But then what I do is I go here and I would make this a speed. So let's go back to this, like point to this like this. Let's go to direction. Let's go to center. Yeah, we call it like that. And we'll go here. We'll put this on the button. And then we'll go to click here. So now I have some of my basic busking stuff in. Make that a flash button. Cool. So we got those. We got those. That takes care of our. I might use that. I like the end of a song. Obviously, I go through and make it look more symmetrical, but yeah, that's that. Or you could do this, you could go back here, go to JDCs, and if I was to go, yeah, let's just pick a color. Cool, so that's gonna be that. I can go here and go clear the JDCs, and I just want to have the beams. Okay, so this is just the beams. Now I go here. The plates up at full. Okay, so these do the color, is the plates. So we go here. Let's go here. Let's go to add effect, intensity. Let's do another dimmer chase. Does include this. Go back to here and go to at 0. So we need to take the intensity out. There we go. So there's that. And we can go here and just tilt these forward for a second. And we can go plates. Let's go back to our programmer. View effect. Cool. So we can make these a little faster. Something like that. Let's go here and make it 0. So you could do that. I might do a 2 fade. Second fade. And go whatever we want it to be. Center in, left to right, odd even. Let's do an odd even and wreck it there. And then we'll go here and move this over here. Then let's go back here and pick this, the plates. So that's good to get the beam, add effect, intensity, dimmer chase. We'll include the elements because I want it to have it all. Because these have segments, so you want it to play the effect across all the segments. So let's go here. Get it going fast, go to 0. Or what you could do is go 1, 0. I don't want to use that. Let's go back here. Let's go to here. Pick my beam. Pick the beam. Let's go here. And then we're going to go back to here. Pick this. Do this. So we pick an effect. So this is not going to do it here. So the plates have the effects. Okay, so there's no shutter there. Okay, so it's not going to do what I wanted it to do. So we go back here to this, add an effect, intensity. Let's just do like a, let's do it this way. And then go back here to this and go to that 0. There you go. You could do something like that. Get back to my program. let's remove this out of here. I don't want that group. There you go. So you could take a flicker strobe like that. Go to my effect. Go to here. Make it a little faster. The size should be up more. Go to this to be 0. Okay, so this. So we got a 10. Yes, we could do something like that and go here. And then we'd have these could be like our ending pieces. So we're gonna have flash button. It's cool. Like at the end of a song you would hit or drop or whatever. You could do your strobes. That's what I put up on these. I put some other effects and things I want to bump. My strobes, my blinders, things like that. So I think we're gonna wrap it up here. So let's go here and let's save this real quick. So save, what is, type in her name. Live stream. And we'll go boom, and we'll get a quick save. And there it is, it's saved. Because I have macros that I built specifically for stuff that I use a lot. So there we go. Thanks everybody for those who tuned in. Any questions you can ask. We'll definitely make a part 3. And I'll just take this off camera and I'll patch in to a already built show file that I use for a lot of my shows. And then I'll go through some of that. So here we go.